Hey guys, today we're bringing you a laid-back shave with Santal Noir by Mammoth Soaps and AP Resreve. Coming right up. Hey guys, welcome to the RazoRock channel, where we discuss all things wet shaving. Today we're just going with a laid-back shave with some new software. And that software is a recent collaboration between Mammoth Soaps and Australian private Resreve. That's Santal Noir. And here we have the soap and the splash. Now this one was a limited edition. It was quite small quantities, and on top of that, it was a drop that's through Mammoth Soap's own site. It features the latest base, nicknamed Tusk. And while I'm not sure the exact number of sets that were available, I do know it was in quite limited quantities. Now let me show you the other pieces of the shave today. So first up for the razor, we're gonna go with Charcoal Goods, level 2, and this is the Magnum handle. And this bad boy is easily one of my favorite razors in the den right now. And for the brush, we're going with an old standby, and that's from RazoRock, the BC Plissoft Silvertip. Alright, so you can see here, I went for a 30-second load in the brush, and we're working with 2 days of beard growth. So I'm going to wet the face, get some of the proto-lather on here, and we'll do a little chat. Alright, here we go. So I'm quite excited to use the soap. It is my first time with this set in particular, although I was lucky enough to test out a peach type scent in the Tusk base prior. Now when I picked up this set, it kind of came along with a bunch of other deliveries around the same time. It made for a bit of a race to get some content and videos out for you guys, first impressions, reviews, etc. Which just meant that Santal Noir had to be put to the side. It actually kind of worked out for the best because this is a bit of a darker scent. And when I initially got it, it was quite hot. I think almost upper 80s, low 90s here in the Boston area. But as of the day of recording, it kind of cooled down very nicely. Now without taking a look at the official scent notes, which I'll be sure to include in the video, my nose gets a nice hit of sandalwood, maybe some oud in there as well, vetiver, and then some rose as well. I know the actual scent note breakdown is much more complex than that, but that's what my nose kind of picks up on initially. Now to elaborate a little bit on kind of what the race was as far as getting videos out, is kind of a push to be timely with them. And I would say with the 4th of July weekend that just passed, it was a nice time to just recover. So in that time, I was able to catch up on some videos, and I thought here'd be a great time to give some shout outs. So one video I wanted to call attention to is Shave 326's 54321 video. That's a whole bunch of numbers I just threw at you, but Ken has a great channel and has some great enthusiasm and humor to his channel. So in particular, check out that video because he does some great satire. I was literally laughing out loud. I've also had a chance to speak with Ken, chat with the guy. I've just had some really great conversations. It is looking like a 30-second load with the soap, has yielded plenty. I've added a good amount of water and just getting a nice low volume, kind of glossy lather that we can shave with. Alright, so here we go with the Charcoal Goods level 2. If I forgot to mention it before, it is loaded with a Gillette Silver Blue blade. Right, so the next channel I want to shout out, and it's really just a big thank you, is from Doug Bear. So Doug was kind enough to send me a video with some tips and pointers on straight razor shaving. And this was after, this is the morning after I did one of my straight razor shaves on Instagram Live. But Doug really went the extra mile and created this video for me that will really act as a checklist for my straight razor shaves to come. And the video actually is super handy in that he's showing me one grip that I can use just adjusted to get each side, and just really simplified it in a way where I can focus on learning the basic skills of straight razor shaving. And the cool part is that he was able to leverage those same tips into a video on his channel, which I've linked below if you want to check it out. It'll be a really good one for newer straight razor shavers or even folks who might be thinking about giving it a try. All right, very nice. All right, really nice first pass. Let me rinse this off and we'll keep going. So first pass went off without a hitch, without any bleeding, which is always great. And as I mentioned before, I did use a tester of Tusk, but I will say that the lather I'm getting out of today's soap, the final version, is heaps better, and it's definitely performing differently. And I am pleasantly surprised by that. I would say that it is easy to work with. It's low volume, but it's not super duper dense. I would say it's about of average thirst. Now please take all that with a grain of salt because it's a first impression. I'll definitely want to put this through the test. It's a good rest from kind of the grind of cranking out videos is good for the soul, I'll have to say. I do want to thank everyone for leaving feedback in the new format I tried for Zingari Man, the Navigator. The shorter kind of quick fire format. I want to say it was overwhelming positive, and there were some great suggestions that I will definitely put into action the next time I do that kind of video. One that I really should have caught and incorporated first time around is to include at least one pass of the actual shave, and there wasn't too much time left to just air the actual shaving portion, which was recorded, but it was kind of a dopey move. Call it growing pains if you want, but I definitely will include that next time. So for that one, I do have to thank Calvin. Great suggestion. Thank you again, my friend. All right, so let me rinse up here and we'll move on to the aftershave shortly. All right, so here we have the aftershave splash, and I do believe that the formula for the splash here is courtesy of Australian Private Reserve. Give that a bit of a shake. In rinsing off, there is some rawness in that area in the neck here, so yeah, even just with the water, there's some stinging. But really, overall, you know, the slickness was excellent. Ease of lather, I think, is a great factor. And I'm gonna have to do a side-by-side test with the new base and really put it through its paces. So I know one thing people want to know is, with the new formulation in the soap, are there improvements on the old lather? So I think it's too soon to tell right now, but despite me being a little sloppy with the actual shaving, very enjoyable scent. But let me get back to you guys on the actual performance there, which leads me to my question to put out to the community is, do you find value in first impression videos versus more in-depth reviews? So kind of part of that race to get videos out first leads to a lot of first impression videos. And for me, I think that can be helpful when we're talking about the scent, at least. Since this is mostly blind buying, really, I do try to help you guys out and give you my interpretations. Whether you agree with them or not, it's totally up to you. But I do feel like my nose has something to offer and at least steer you in the right direction as far as finding scents you like. That's usually my aim for first impressions. I also see a lot of value in using a particular set 2 or 3 times. So with something like Zingari Man, the Navigator, I was already familiar with the soap base and could speak to that without putting it too much to the test, but I still use the soap at least twice to get some mental notes about how to talk about the scent. I can't help but think of the retired Michael Friedberg, who would put a certain soap or brush or razor, whatever he was reviewing, he'd use it for an entire week before sharing his thoughts. And so there's incredible thoroughness, incredible thoughtfulness in his videos. So I really do miss that guy and his content, though he is around and reachable, I know, on Reddit and other social media. I can't help but think of Michael's videos and the value they offer every time I do a first impressions video that just seems so incomplete and short-sighted in comparison. Alright, so that's gonna do it for today's shave, guys. I will be putting Santal Noir and the new tusk base through its paces and hopefully come back at you with a more thorough review. I do find your input highly valuable, so please be sure to utilize that comment section. I am checking and responding there. I want to thank you guys so much for your time and joining me for today's shave. Take care, and I'll catch you next time.